See here, but Shadwell's genuine night admits no ray. Okay, it is filled with stupidity. His rays are filled with foolishness. His rising forks prevail upon the day. The whole day became dull. It becomes night. The whole day seems to be night. His rising forks prevail upon the day. Besides, his goodly fabric fills the eye and seems designed for thoughtless majesty, thoughtless as monarch oaks that shade the plain and spread in solemn state supinely reign. See here, it talks about the it talks about Shadwell's sound stupidity. Sound na very much. Sound means very much in large number. Sound stupidity. Next he says, besides his goodly fabric fills the eye. When we look at his eyes are very dull. See, if we see a person's eyes, it will be very bright. If it is very bright, we will say that person is very intelligent, he is wisdom filled, he is knowledgeable, ரொம்ப அறிவா இருக்கிறாரு, அதான் பிரைட்டா இருக்கு கண்ணு அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். But when we look at the dull eyes, what we will see this boy or girl is very lazy, he is not at all intelligent, he is not at all knowledgeable, like that we say. That's what here Dryden says. Besides, in addition to his fog, his rays, in addition to his dullness of rays covered around him, goodly fabric fills the eye. Kanla kuda avlo dullness, such a dense slow writer, avlo periya makku. Okay, and seems designed for thoughtless majesty. Thoughtless majesty means royal stupidity, right? Thoughtless majesty means royal stupidity. Royal means king, of course, you all know. Relevant regarding to king. Okay. What is the next poetic line? Thoughtless as monarch oaks that shade the plain. See, in foreign countries, we could see oak trees. Have you seen oak trees? Oak, O-A-K, oak trees fill the sides of the path. ரெண்டு பக்கமும் oak tree-ஆ இருக்கும். How in our state we could see all the roads or that is in the sideways filled with neem trees or tamarind trees. இங்க எப்படி புளிய மரம், வேப்ப மரம் ரோடு அப்படி sidewaysல இருக்குதோ, there we could see oak trees. Oak trees just it stood only for shadeness, for shade. சும்மா ஒரு just standing under the shade. For that sake alone, this oak tree is useful. He says, thoughtless as monarch oaks, Shadwell, the monarch of dullness, okay, is compared to the oak tree. Understood, pa? He is compared to oak tree. Just a minute. Oak tree, among all the other trees, okay, oak trees spread wide like that. Among all the other people, Shadwell has no thinking power. He has no thinking power. This tree reigns but not in an intelligent manner. This tree here, this oak tree, this Shadwell will rule in a foolish manner. That's what the poet says. Thoughtless as monarch oaks that shade the plain and spread in solemn state. Solemn means serious, serious state. Supinely reign. The oak rules dully. The oak rules dully. Supine position. We say no. Proud, supine. மல்லாக்க படுக்கிறது அப்படினாலே supine position we say. Rest, we take rest. இப்படி படுத்தோம்னா that's what supine position, we are lying in supine position. We of course take rest. Okay. Prow means bending like this. Okay. Whereas the poet says, this oak tree here, Shadwell, he spreads in solemn state, seriously, supinely reign. Haywood and Shirley were but types of thee. Just a minute. See, you please write Haywood and Shirley are the contemporary poets of John Dryden, and they are known for their writings. Most probably they have published more than 200 plays. Such a familiar writers in his contemporary age, but Dryden has even satirized these two writers. அவனை கூட விடல, ஹேவுடையும் ஷெர்லியும். Okay, see, Haywood, just a minute, you please write. You write, Haywood and Shirley are the Jacobean dramatists. Please write, Haywood and Shirley are Jacobean dramatists. But in reality, they were not dull. They were not dull as represented in this poem. How he says, okay, I will tell you, explain later. They have published more than 200 plays. 200 plays. Even Shakespeare has written 37 plays. But Shakespeare's plays became popular, but not Haywood and Shirley's plays. And I'm also, sorry, even Charles Lamb, the prince among essayists, he has also called Haywood and Shirley as prose Shakespeare. He calls Haywood especially. Please write. Charles Lamb calls Haywood a prose Shakespeare. Shakespeare wrote plays, of course, in blank verse. He is a world familiar poet, whereas Haywood wrote all the plays in prose, but not in blank verse. கவிதையா எழுதாம உரைநடையாவே எழுதிட்டு வர, அதான் ஹேவுடைய Haywood's intelligence. That's why Charles Lamb also called him a prose Shakespeare. And his play, please write, a woman killed with kindness. A woman killed with kindness. This is the most popular play written by Haywood. and it is a moving it is a moving domestic tragedy. Domestic, what is domestic here? Domestic tragedy means the play domestic novel. Can anyone of you answer me? Domestic novel. Domestic novel talks about the people in the house, the family members in the house. That's what domestic novel. Always talking about their family members, all the characters. It does not talk about any king or supreme ruler or magician power, history. அதை பத்திலாம் பேசாம ஆர்டினரியா ஃபேமிலி மெம்பர்ஸ் பேசுறது தான் டொமஸ்டிக் அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். Okay, like this, Haywood also has written a play. That play is A Woman Killed with Kindness. This is the play, and this play is a moving domestic tragedy during Jacobean age. And as for Shirley, he was the last of the great lineup, the Elizabethan dramatists. Elizabethan dramatists, Shirley is also the last dramatist. See, Dryden compares these two writers. Haywood and Shirley were but types of the last great prophet of tautology. Tautology means repetition. திருப்பி திருப்பி சொல்றதே சொல்றது. Study of repetition. Saying something in a repeated way. சொல்றதையே திருப்பி திருப்பி சொல்றது. அதான் repetition. That's what tautology. Study of repetition is called tautology. These two writers, these two Jacobean and Elizabethan dramatists were great prophet of tautology. Already there were many writers. They talked about many things in their drama, and it has been addressed to the people. And these two writers, they repeat the same thing. எல்லாரும் சொன்னதை திருப்பி சொல்றாங்க, அவ்வளவுதான். That's what these thou last great prophet of tautology. Prophet, one who foresees what will happen in the future. Of course, many writers are prophets, but here Dryden satirizes these two prophets are none other than the writers of tautology. திருப்பி திருப்பி சொன்னதையே தான் சொல்றாங்க அப்படின்றார். Even I, a dunce of more renown than they. Even I, here I refers to Flucknoe. A dunce of more renown, more familiar than they. நான் கூட அவங்கள விட பயங்கரமா நல்லா இன்டெலிஜென்ட்டா இருப்பேன் போல. But those writers, okay, they are all the prophets of tautology, he says. See how he satirizes these two familiar writers. Okay, he says, even I, a dunce, slow learners, okay, stupid fellow. இங்க வந்து stupid fellow. Dunce means stupid fellow. Was sent before, was born before. Okay, even I, a dunce of more renown than they. அவங்கள விட முட்டாளா? Okay, was sent before, was born before, but to prepare thy way, and coarsely clad in Norwich drugget king. See, coarsely clad means, you please take notes, wearing cheap and rough woolen cloths. What is it? coarse, 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 sweet voiceல இருந்து கரகரன்னு throat எப்படி மாறும் அதான் coarse. Hoarse voice, hoarse voiceன்னு சொல்லுவோம். That's called HOARSE, hoarse voice. Coarse means like that, rough, அப்படியே not smooth. That's what coarse. See, coarsely clad, that dress, that woolen cloths are rough. Here, what Dryden says means, this was the kind of dress that Dryden wore when he first came to London. There is a lot of reference. I will explain in the next class.